but I would like to provide some wrap-up comments on my 4.5-week argument that this particular land acquisition is not a good use of taxpayer funds. And I will come right out of the gate and admit that I support the program, that I ran on a slogan of Keep West Carleton Rural, and I do think that this program helps achieve that. But I think there are some things that we all should be concerned about sitting around this table. The number one thing is that staff tried to use delegated authority to push this through, even though it was, almost certain that it's going to surpass the $2 million once you factor in the other costs that they have delegated authority to spend. Of course, the terms of reference did not specifically outline this, but I do know that the clerk's office recommended or advised that it would be prudent for staff to bring this to the Agriculture and Rural Affairs Committee, which was ignored right after the Rural Summit. There is no plan for this property. Security, structures, will we plant trees? No idea. 2 habitable structures on the property, no idea whether or not we'll keep them. And this is not the level of scrutiny that I think taxpayers expect when we are going to spend $2 million of their money. This is 31 kilometers from the urban boundary with RU zoning. It's been on the market for over a year. This is not an attractive piece of land for development, which was confirmed by planning staff at the last Agriculture and Rural Affairs Committee. This land is not in danger of being developed. This property is not even remotely unique. Quick look at Geo-Ottawa will show that. Staff have repeated over and over that this is critical to achieving the official plan policies, but have not demonstrated at all that it is critical. So they can say it, but they have not demonstrated it. Just saying the word critical is not something I can support in terms of spending $2 million, and I hope that my colleagues sitting around this table will agree with that. This property is surrounded by a provincial park, by a conservation authority, by ag land that cannot be developed. Again, this land is not in danger and does not need protection. It's a beautiful property, and it will be 100 years from now, even if we don't invest $2 million in buying it. But if you travel 31 kilometers towards Canada, you'll find yourself in what used to be beautiful West Carleton-March. Used to be farmland. I used to stop and buy produce there. This area is now a massive construction site and will be for the next decade, and is home to the future site of a Walmart supercenter. This area also used to be home to Blanding's turtles in Canada North. They're now extinct there. Rural Ottawa is not being destroyed by farming and forestry. It's being destroyed by urban sprawl, and buying a property 31 kilometers from the urban boundary that is sufficiently protected already does absolutely nothing to change that. This acquisition does tick boxes. Absolutely. It achieves policies. But if you care about accountability and spending taxpayer dollars, don't support this acquisition. If you genuinely care about protecting rural areas and natural heritage features, don't support this acquisition. We can be both stewards of the land and stewards of the public purse. It just takes some thought. Let's continue this conversation and save this money today. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.